quick peek into the locker room as the players get set for the game ahead, looking to make a big splash here tonight. Hello out there, and get ready for some NBA basketball on 2K Sports. In this game, we'll see the Washington Wizards going up against the Minnesota Timberwolves here at Target Center. Alongside Hall of Famer Grant Hill and Coach Stan Van Gundy, this is Brian Anderson. Allie LaForce joins us from the sidelines. And now the Washington Wizards starters. George out there with Sarr. Then it's Chris Middleton. Then it's Jordan Poole. And it's Coulibaly in at the shooting guard position. And for Minnesota, Ant is at the 2 with McDaniels playing the 3. Rudy Gobert is out there with Julius Randle. And it's Conley in at the point. Well, Grant, when you take a look at this matchup, both these teams feature an impressive backcourt.
No question, B.A. And I get the sense that bragging rights are on the line here. Everything you can do, I can do better. Expect some exciting back-and-forth action in this one.
It'll be the Wizards off the tip. Poole with the ball. Pass to George. The 3 is up. Rebound Minnesota. Now here's Randle. Now McDaniels. Outside Edwards. It's rebounded by George.
Yeah, loose coverage by the defense, but he just couldn't make them pay.
Poole for 3. That one doesn't drop. Allie LaForce had a chance to catch up with head coach Chris Finch. Allie, what do you have to say?
A big topic of conversation, Chris Middleton. Coach said Middleton is an incredible shooter. He said we cannot let him get run Chris off that. Chris Middleton, hard to stop, guys.
Okay, thanks, Allie. Good off the glass.
Hey, take it right to the defense.
Outside McDaniels. Randle inside. George defending. Randle can't hit.
Probably should have scored there. He usually does.
And a fast breakdown for the Wizards.
Nicely executed break there. I mean, Middleton finishing it off strong.
For Minnesota, they've gone 0 for 4, missing their first 4 attempts. The shot by Conley, no good. The Wizards have gone just 2 for 4 from the floor. Outside Coulibaly. George outside. 5 to shoot. The baseline, Jay. And Conley grabs the miss. It's Conley with the ball for the T-Wolves. Nothing up yet on the scoreboard for him. Stan, just how much of a catalyst has Mike Conley been since the Timberwolves got him?
Well, just listen to his teammates, Brian. They talk about leadership, the adult in the room, and he remains a very capable two-way player.
Poole from long range. Minnesota with a rebound. First quarter of basketball. Just over 2.5 minutes played so far. Here's Edwards. It's rebounded by George. And here's Middleton. He'll bring it up for Washington. McDaniels with some nice D. The Timberwolves trail. About 3 minutes gone here in the first quarter. Pass to Conley. Back to Daniels. To the middle. Tipped. Poole outside. Kept alive by Washington. Sarr. McDaniels with some nice D. Conley looking for an opening. And we're just over 3.5 minutes into this first quarter. Washington has gone 0 for 3 from downtown. outside Koulibaly. Pass to Poole. Launches it. Nails it. And he's 1 for 5 with that one.
Defensively, you have to stay connected to him on the perimeter.
Timberwolves trail by 5. Offensively, it's been a struggle for them.
Yeah, they need to string together some shots to have any kind of chance.
Gobert passes to McDaniels. Outside Edwards. Releases. And they get it back. Tries again. It's rebounded by Washington. Now Middleton. The kick out to Poole. Fires from deep. Rudy Gobert with a rebound. Poole's gone 1 for 6 shooting from the field. Here's McDaniels. Yes, great play by Conley to set it up.
A phenomenal floor general. Conley is gifted at getting it to his uncovered teammates.
To the paint. And it's Koulibaly missing. Minnesota with the ball. It's a three-point game. Here's McDaniels. Great D that time from Middleton.
Got the ball where he wanted it, but then got swarmed.
Pass to Sarr. And it's Gobert with a rebound. Gobert's got 4 rebounds now. Here's McDaniels. That shot, no good. Great D that time from Middleton. And here's Koulibaly. To the inside. George's shot is good.
Just owning the painted area. If it's working, no need to change.
Conley passes to Randle.
You know, a reliable veteran like Julius Randle is so valuable. He provides a foundation for everyone else to play off of because they know he'll be there to score and help out. He makes it easier for other players to succeed around him.
No good on that one. And Grant, the success of teams like the Timberwolves showing that size still matters.
Yeah, in this pace and space era, that may have come into question just a bit, but size and skill combined has always been your best bet at winning.
That one misses. Well, it was a tough season for the Washington Wizards, Grant. A franchise low 15 wins.
You know, B.A., it started with trading away their star, Bradley Beal, before the season. But I like their new direction, prioritizing their future and developing talent.
Now here's Conley. Hasn't gotten one to fall yet. Here's Gobert. Sarr pulls it in. Wizards leading by 5. One's good.
Timeout, timeout. And using that 6'7" frame to get in there and do work, Middleton will take on anybody.
Now a timeout called by Minnesota.
Yeah, hoping to tap into something that'll get them clicking.
Yeah, they just have to be more patient. Less forcing and more passing.
Timberwolves trail by 7. They need something good to happen here.
Yeah, they've gone way too long without a score.
McDaniels passes to Randall. Sends it home from three-point land.
No hesitation from the big man, Randall. I mean, this is how confident of a shooter he is.
En on bottia.
Cool against Conley.
Ja en ole ja ei ollut mitään botteja.
Cool, the pass to
Botteja.
Song. And no good. Good D by Gobert. And so Conley will bring it up for Minnesota. Pass to Edwards. Now McDaniels. Middleton covering. Here's Gobert. No points so far. 6 to shoot. Here's McDaniels. Great D that time from Middleton.
Great anticipation defensively. I love how he turned an easy look into a difficult play.
And that's what you have to do. Protect the half. 2 shots.
Foul. Elbow. 2.
All right, Graham, what do you think about Jordan Poole's nickname? The Pool Party.
Eikä sainu, eikä tuu paskat housuihin.
Everyone is having a good time, but it also speaks to his relaxed attitude. He's out there to shoot and have fun while doing it.
Ja tän ottelun jälkeen nyt tulee 2 muuta ottelua vielä tämän ottelun jälkeen.
And he drops it first. And Grant, when you play the Wizards, you better be ready to run.
BA, they like to speed you up. They force you to play at their pace. And on the flip side, that gives you open floor opportunities as well.
Reed's checked in for Minnesota. DiVincenzo comes in for Mike Conley. And good on the second, so he makes them both.
Well, he's been very good at the line, and we all know free throws can make or break you in the end.
Ja minulla on ikuinen tarkastajalupa nyt. Taka tarkistuslupa nyt.
Outside Reed. DiVincenzo with it. Shot clock at 6. Oh, some solid defense from Poole. Wizards leading by 6. Here's Middleton. Can't connect from short range. And here's Minnesota now.
Ei lopus syyskuussa, kun mulla on ikuinen toi lupa.
Washington has gone 1 for 5 from three-point range. A cold start. George against Reed. And out of bounds. Minnesota will have it.
Minulla on ikuinen lupa nyt ostettuna.
DiVincenzo, pass to Reed. Rebound Washington. George has got his 7th rebound here tonight. Here's Carrington.
On pass.
Jam that one home.
Oh, not the defensive effort they need to cut into the lead.
Boy, good call. You have to at least try to protect the rim.
Yeah, I'd consider calling timeout right away after that. The defense has to be better there.
Ja eilen oli just Tuusulan keikka tuolla absoluuttisella 0 pisteellä nyt.
Here's Carrington. Back to Poole. George outside. Jacks up a 3. Rebounded by the Timberwolves.
Eikä valita.
It's hauled in by Carrington.
Something's off about him this quarter.
Yeah, and sometimes guys just start pressing. The best thing for him is just
Minä kävin eilen ostamassa ikuisen tarkastus. Ei ollut. Ja mä kävin eilen ostamassa PS Plusaa ja se kestää ikuisesti.
Middleton's got 4 rebounds in the game. Here's Carrington, beyond the arc. It's rebounded by Minnesota. Gobert's got 9 rebounds in the game. Boy, he's getting it done. McDaniels passes to DiVincenzo. Back to Daniels. We've got 1:55 left to play in the first quarter.
Eikä lopu. Mä kävin ostaa sipuisen tarkastusluvan.
Poole outside. Pass to Carrington. Now here's George. Poole outside. Shoots over DiVincenzo. Misses off the right iron.
Yeah, you wonder what is he thinking right now. He's not shooting the ball well, and shots like that only hurt his team more.
Washington shooting only 26% in the first. Here's Poole. It's rebounded by Rudy Gobert. Gobert's got rebound number 10 tonight with that last one. McDaniels can't hit. And so Middleton will bring it up for Washington. They lead by 4. Poole's shot is off. There's 57 seconds left now in the first quarter. They get the rebound.
Great opportunity. Just couldn't complete the play.
Yeah, that's one he'd like to have back.
Ei
Those are the
vaadita.
opportunities you have to convert.
Grant, they could
Eikä
attempt to
vaadita.
They could. The key here is a good look.
McDaniels. Great D that time from Middleton.
Hard to convert against
Et
that kind
vuonna
of defensive pressure.
2026 vaaditaan, ettei
Good
et
execution.
ei saa valehdella ja
They'd love if anyone could get a bucket.
Yeah, their offense has been grinding to a
ja
halt.
Inside. Here's Gobert.
2026 niin tarkistajilta jossa on, vaaditaan, että eivät osta maisumeen kaaria taikka niiden tarkastusaika lopetetaan heti, välittömästi.
Here's Edwards. Oh, he got it up in time, but it wouldn't fall for him. And so it's Washington.
En valehtele. Miten valehtelet koko aikaa?
They've been dominant down low. All right, we'll get back to the action after this break. Hope you've enjoyed the broadcast so far. Halfway through the first half in this one. All right, let's quickly break down the game and what we've seen so far from the Wizards, guys.
Defensively coming in.
KYP, know your personnel. So far, good attention to the scouting report.
Ja en oo poika.
All right, this is how the floor looks for the Wizards starting in the second. Sarr out there with George. Then it's Jordan Poole. Then it's Kispert. And it's Carrington in at the 2-guard spot. It's stolen by Poole.
Ja taas voitti, mutta meikä voitti.
Well, the Timberwolves, no doubt, a team to be reckoned with. Chris Finch said, we come in every single night and compete. No matter what the circumstances are, we expect to win. We root for each other, so I feel like we have all the makings of a tough team.
And they have reason to be confident, Allie. Thank you. And so it's Minnesota with it, following the bucket by the Wizards.
Gobert is close like that. You know he's going to try and ram it through.
Here's Carrington, covered by Alexander Walker. Poole against DiVincenzo. Snatched up. Sarr misses. And Minnesota with possession here. 8-point game. Down low. Here's Reed. A slam by Reed.
For a center, he's maybe undersized, but his
Et on meikä androidi, enkä valehtele.
balances that out.
Now here's Poole. 7 points in the game. For 3, George.
Me kannattaa esittelee
George has got 5.
kullia tolle Serbiinalle.
He's a skilled shooter who you have to contest at the arc.
Pass to Reed. DiVincenzo on the wing. Plenty of space. Again, the Timberwolves score.
Easy look when the defender isn't fighting over the screen.
Yeah, it's certainly worth it to disrupt the offense. Coaches notice that extra effort.
Now here's Poole. To the middle. Here's George. And George with the jam.
That's just a great pass. Excellent vision to see the open spot in the defense and lead him to the score.
Pass to DiVincenzo. Back to Alexander Walker. Outside McDaniels. Clock at 6. It's hauled in by Carrington. Washington leading by 9. To the inside, Sarr. Ooh, the lead pass was in the perfect spot to set up the layup. Sarr's gotten 4 this quarter. All right, guys, we're lucky to have Shams Charania joining us now. Our 2K insider calling in with a story. What do you got, Shams?
Thanks. Many consider this summer to be the most challenging field in the history of international basketball. Nevertheless, Team USA got it done in Paris. It's not getting any easier, but the star power of the U.S. men's team shined bright in the City of Lights. Guys, a classic ending for a stacked U.S. roster.
What a performance. Shams Charania with the report. Thanks, Shams. Now here's Poole. They lead by 11, largest margin of the game. Fires for 3. That shot off the mark.
Well, you can't question his confidence from out there, but it's not falling. Maybe time for a different approach.
Poole against DiVincenzo. Connects from downtown. Alexander Walker's got himself on the board with a 3 there.
Well, those go down for him in his sleep.
Pass to Sarr.
And ole.
George against Reed. And the ball is tied up, so we'll have a jump ball.
Jump ball call.
And Minnesota with possession here. DiVincenzo, the pass to Alexander Walker.
Justus sieltä kertoo, että
Outside, DiVincenzo.
siis on mä joskus sitä pelannut, mutta en mä silloin jammatikseni oo pelannut.
Sarr's got his 7th rebound here tonight. It's George on the wing. Reed defending. And he drops in the layup off the glass. George has got 9. Timberwolves trail by 10.
No miksi tulit sitten tähän streamiin
Alexander
sitten?
Walker with it. Outside Reed. Here's the 3. It's rebounded by Washington. Sarr's got rebound number 8 here already in the game. Inside. And the powerful one-handed slam.
Oh,
Nice one-handed jam there, BA.
Hey, little exclamation point.
Niin ja sitä paitsi kun ensi vuonna niin oisko ollut Summerslamin aikaan niin sen pitopaikka on just tuo missä nyt otellaan, mutta ei tossa samassa areenassa vaan ne on tuo US Bank stadionilla. Tätä stadionilla täällä niinku suomalaisittain sanotaan. Ei kun SummerSlam, eikä VVN PPV.
Take a break. Take a break. 2 shots.
He's off on the first. And Minnesota making a change here. Randall is checked in. Koulibaly, he's checked in for Washington.
Ei oo, kun PPV on pay-per-view, eikä maksu. Oisko ollut maksutapahtumaa? Ei oo mitään botti vastaan bottijuttua.
He hits the second from the line. And here's Randall. He'll bring it up for the T-Wolves. Trailing by 13. Now here's Alexander Walker. He's closely guarded. Here's Reed. And he converts the layup. Reed's got 4 this quarter.
No mäkin luin siitä jo, että semmonen oli tapahtunut.
Sarr passes to Kispert. It's rebounded by Minnesota. McDaniels up top, defended by Kispert. Looking to end this cold spell. It's rebounded by George. George has got rebound number 9 now. What an effort here tonight.
Slams it down with 2 hands.
Man, they're really getting aggressive now. Timberwolves trail by 13. Boy, they need something to go to regain some confidence.
No question. Way too many empty possessions for them.
Here's McDaniels. The rebound by the Wizards. Sarr's got rebound number 9 now. What an effort here tonight. Kispert outside. And he's going for the oop here. Hammers the lob through.
Assist from
I just love that alley-oop slam, PA.
Defense disorganized. Defense pays. Pass to DiVincenzo. Outside Reed. Back to DiVincenzo. It's hauled in by Carrington. Carrington's got his 5th rebound in this one. And here's George.
Ja ei pysty nyt peruuttamaan, koska
Outside Koulibaly.
toi just on tänä lauantaina, niin 2 tapahtumaa justiin, niin tänään niin ei jouduta peruuttamaan.
That one is off. Kispert with some nice D. Another shot. Hauled in by DiVincenzo. Timberwolves trail by 15. Knocked loose.
No eikä oo.
Now Randall. George defending.
Et siellä on halli täynnä, eli 10 000 ihmistä, ellei jopa ylittäkin.
Minnesota again missing.
Hey, sometimes the best looks don't equate to points.
To the paint. Here's Carrington. Randall pulls down the board. And here's Minnesota now. Pass to Reed. Here's Alexander Walker. Now here's Randall. To win the cold spell. It's hauled in by Carrington. Carrington's got 6 rebounds here tonight. Down low. Here's George. And the jam by George.
And you love the unselfishness. Makes the next pass and enables his team to capitalize on the possession.
Now a timeout called by Minnesota. Will stand in this league. The opportunity always exists to make a name for yourself.
It certainly does, Brian. And guys that maybe haven't gotten their opportunity, if they're ready when they get it, then they're going to burst onto the scene, and they'll no longer be under the radar guys. Look at a guy like Jalen Brunson, 2nd round pick, bench guy in Dallas for a long time, and then now an all-star.
In for Alexander Walker. And the Wizards making a change here. Here's Dillingham. Outside Reed. They still need this. This is again. 2 for 8 in this matchup. Wizards leading by 17. Now here's Smart. Pass to Koulibaly. Back to Bay. Shot clock at 6. Koulibaly with it from behind the arc. Minnesota with a rebound. Randall's got his 5th rebound in this one. Here's Edwards. And he'll draw the foul. He'll head to the line for 2. Instead, while Edwards has pushed back, it hasn't stopped others from comparing him to his heiress, Michael Jordan.
And that talk is more about how his game reminds one of MJ and less about greatness. Edwards' career is just getting started.
And he knocks down the first one.
And looking at Edwards, the offensive skills he has are impressive. Now he must focus on improving his defense.
Clark is checked in for DiVincenzo. And both free throws good for Edwards.
Well, we know Edwards has an outstanding skill set, but what makes him truly special is his competitive will and ability to handle high-pressure moments.
Here's Sarr. Give him 8 points now. Second chance shot. Shoots over Reed. The bank shot, no good.
Yeah, that's a missed opportunity. Great look, just couldn't finish.
Clark with it, now guarded by Bay. They get it back. Here's Reed. Good D by Middleton.
Tremendous defensive effort, saving a bucket right there.
Well, he's such a competitor at that end of the floor. Never takes a possession off.
2 minutes.
Here's Sarr.
First half. 2 minutes.
Pass to Middleton and stolen by Clark. And here we go, the Timberwolves on the run. Smart grabs the miss. And so it's Smart who brings up the ball for Washington. And there's 1:38 left in the first half. Ooh, the turnaround jumper, count it.
You rarely see Smart operate in the mid-range, but he just takes what the defense gives him on that possession.
Edwards looking it over. Pass to Reed from deep. Rebound by Middleton. Middleton's got 7 rebounds in the game. It's Smart on the wing. 1:07 left to play in the first half. Here's Middleton. Gets rebounded by Minnesota. Here's Dillingham. Yet to see a basket. Edwards, a pass to Randall. And it's Koulibaly with a rebound. Wizards leading by 17. .32 seconds left to play in the second quarter. Nice D from Reed. Minnesota's gone just 1 of 6 from the perimeter here in the second. Clark left side. Pass to Reed. Uses the glass on the layup. Reed's got 6.
That's been the story of their offense so far, getting a number of looks from point-blank range.
Middleton with it. 1 second left. And that's not going to go. This is at the buzzer. And we've reached halftime in this one. It's Washington up by 15. And we'll see you back here after the break. Third quarter action in just a bit.
And now, the 2K Sports Halftime Show.
Hey everybody, welcome to the 2K Sports Halftime Program. I'm Ernie Johnson alongside Shaquille O'Neal and Kenny the Jet. After the first 2 quarters of play, it's Washington in control. They lead by 15. Kenny, what's your view?
Well, they knocked the wind out of the defense in transition, converting fast break baskets and fouling.
It's a runaway lead right now. In fact, this looks like a track.
And Shaq, what do you think about Minnesota?
I know it's not the case, but it seemed like they were lacking on the offensive game. Some guys were improvising when they should have been making the next play. Hey, not looking good out there.
And that'll do it for our halftime report. Stay tuned for the second half. About to get underway.
And after a very lopsided first half, we'll see if things play out a little more evenly in the second. Timberwolves trail by 15. Conley and Ann are the 1 and the 2. McDaniels out there with Julius Randle. And it's Gobert in at the 5 spot. And that's the group for Chris Finch as we begin the second half. Now here's Edwards. Shot clock at 5. Back to Randle. Puts up a deep 3. And it's Poole with a rebound. Poole's got 4 rebounds now. Middleton with it. And it's Gobert picking him up. Here's McDaniels. The rebound by the Wizards. Middleton's got rebound number 8 now. And Stan, you got into coaching right after college. When did you know you wanted to be a coach?
Ryan, that's easy. As soon as I figured out that I didn't have much of a future as a player, I knew I wanted to stay involved in the game. I wanted to coach.
Washington shooting their 5th and 6th free throws of the game. And he makes the first. Both free throws good for Poole. Timberwolves trail by 17. Conley finds McDaniels. Here's Randle. Misses from close range. The Wizards shooting just 35% from the floor. Here's Poole. And he banks in the layup. Poole's got 4 points in the quarter. Second half of basketball. Just over a minute played so far. Now Conley. Still no points.
Wizards foul. Sorry. First personal foul. First team foul.
And Minnesota with possession here. 19-point game. For 3, Randle. And the three-pointer goes. Randle's got 6.
A shot that Randle has added to his repertoire. Shooting the 3 with confidence now.
Pass to George. Let's go with a 3. McDaniels with the rebound. McDaniels got his 5th rebound in this one. Here's Randle. Rebound by the Wizards. Earlier in the game, they led by 19. Here's Middleton. And Conley grabs the miss. And so Conley will bring it up for the Timberwolves. They trail by 16. To the inside, Gobert. Oh, and Gobert scores it home. A moment to hear from Allie LaForce.
Ryan, Anthony Edwards, his disposition just brightens a locker room. Coach Chris Finch said he's an absolute joy to coach. Always in a great mood with a great smile. It doesn't matter if he plays well or he doesn't. Every day he has the same approach and the same attitude.
And he wants to be great, Allie. There's no doubt about that. The Timberwolves have got just 2 of 6 in the second half. Inside. The kick out to Edwards. 6 to shoot. Nice spin on the left rim and in.
Effective use of the mid-range there by Edwards. He's a true three-level scorer.
Poole finds Middleton. Up and over Conley. No good. Unable to win this run. Timberwolves trail by 12. And here's Edwards. Randall outside. Right wing. From the low block. Gobert no good. Wizards leading by 12. Just over 3.5 minutes through the third. Back to Koulibaly. Edwards against Middleton. Into the lane. Good D by Gobert.
Great anticipation defensively. I love how he turned an easy look into a difficult play.
And that's what you have to do. Protect the house.
The Wizards have gone only 1 for 6 here in the second half. They get it back. Second shot opportunity. It's wide right, hits off the rim. Minnesota's gone 1 of 2 shooting from the perimeter since halftime. Here's Edwards. The shot that time not on target. Great D that time from Middleton. Outside Koulibaly. Gets rebounded by Minnesota. Edwards with it. Picked up by Koulibaly. Edwards, a pass to Randall. Rebound by the Wizards. George has got 13 rebounds in the game. Glass eating. Outside Koulibaly. To end the drought. It's rebounded by Anthony Edwards. Timberwolves trail by 12. Here's McDaniels. And there's the slam. Dunk to finish it off.
Yeah, just continuing to unlock his game. If Edwards adds the playmaking component, watch out.
Timeout. Jaden McDaniels, one of the top young two-way players in the league.
Well, Brian, last season he was rewarded with a big money extension. This play tailed off just a bit, but still a key player for them moving forward.
Now a timeout called by Washington.
There's no way coach likes this effort level. They need to refocus.
Yeah, you have to take a timeout in a situation like this. Stop the bleeding a bit and regroup.
And it's Washington with the ball. Earlier in the game, they led by 19. Back to Poole. Outside Brogdon. Clock at 4. Washington again can't hit. And here's Minnesota now. They're rolling here. 9 unanswered. McDaniels finds Conley. Had a chance there to cut it to single digits, but it's off target. Middleton outside. Minnesota with a rebound. Gobert's got rebound number 19 now. Incredible board work. Pass to Randall. And he lobs it up. Oh! Rudy on the lob.
I mean, how do you stop Gobert on the slam? He's too big, rising up too fast. There's really nothing you can do.
Here's Poole. Oh, the big dunk right over Julius Randle.
putting it down. He dangles from the rim a little.
Man, that's borderline taunting right there, Grant. They're playing with a certain swagger right now. And so Conley will bring it up for the T-Wolves. Their defense has only allowed 6 points in the second half. It's not going to go for him. Oh, some solid defense from Poole. Brogdon against Edwards. Tries a 10-footer.
Washington foul. George. Second personal foul.
DiVincenzo, he's checked in for McDaniel.
Substitution.
He's checked in for Washington. Johnson comes in for Chris Middleton. Minnesota with the ball. Stringing it together. They've got an 11-2 run going. Gobert with it. He's got 6. On the take, Edwards.
And the athleticism Edwards possesses is incredible. So good at drawing contact on the drive.
And this will be his 3rd and 4th free throws of the game here.
Anthony Edwards. 2 shots.
Shooting 2.
Free throw good, Edwards. Clark is checked in for the Timberwolves. It's also good, so he hits both free throws. Wizards leading by 8. Brogdon feeling it out a bit. Pass to Johnson. Takes a 3. Minnesota with a rebound. Now here's DiVincenzo. It's Edwards on the wing. Guarded by Brogdon. Who poked away. It's stolen by Poole. Here we go.
Minnesota foul. DiVincenzo. First personal foul. Second team foul.
Washington shooting their 7th and 8th free throw attempts of the game.
Gordon Poole at the line for 2.
Good. Poole and Minnesota making a change here. Reed's checked in. And both free throws good for Poole. Timberwolves trail by 10. Outside Edwards. Pass to Randall. And he knocks down the 10-footer. Randall's got 5 points now this quarter. Washington has got nothing to fall from outside in this 3rd quarter. Poole, the pass to Champagny. Good work defensively by DiVincenzo. Now the Timberwolves with it. They're on a 15-4 run. Edwards, the pass to Reed. Goes up again. Rebounded by Champagny. Washington leading by 8. Johnson with it, and Clark picks him up defensively. Here's Sarr. Goes back up, and that's 2 points on the layup. Sarr's got 10 points in the game.
I mean, he's ignoring the scoreboard. He just keeps coming at him.
Well, you have to play like it's a tight game. You cannot let up in this league.
Now here's DiVincenzo. Pass to Clark. It's rebounded by Washington. Sarr's got rebound number 15 here tonight. Johnson inside, guarded by Edwards. The shot by Johnson, no good. Timberwolves trail by 10. Get up, Anthony Edwards!
Edwards has some big bounce in his step.
Pass to Sarr. Bulls got room. The offensive rebound. Sarr misses. Minnesota's gone 1 of 2 shooting from the perimeter since halftime. Clark outside. Randall left side. Shoots over Sarr. Here's Reed. It's rebounded by Washington. Earlier in the game, they led by 19. Poole finds Brogdon. Fires the 3.
2 minutes remaining in the third.
Reed with the rebound. Reed's got rebound number 10 tonight with that last one. Here's Edwards. No good off the back of the rim. And so it's Poole who brings up the ball for the Washington Wizards. They're leading by 8. Pass to Sarr. Brogdon with the ball. Brogdon with a strong finish.
Well, Brogdon was not messing around there. The defense is right up on him, and he still finds the finish.
Trying to find a spark here.
Yes, indeed. A rough stretch offensively. They could really use a basket.
Back to DiVincenzo. Misses the 3.
And I'm surprised that didn't go down. I mean, I'm sure he is too.
It's Poole on the wing. Look at Poole showing the range.
And that is why you want the ball in Brogdon's hands, running your offense.
Randall, the pass to Reed. Back to Randall. And it's Randall with the jam.
All he needed was a little separation. So effective.
Boy, cleared the path, put him in position for a prime-time dunk.
Well, give credit to the screener there. That's how you help free up your teammates.
Here's Champagnie, following the score by Minnesota. Poole, the pass to Champagnie. Clock at 6. Here's Johnson. Reed with the rebound. Reed's got 11 rebounds in the game. To the middle. Here's Edwards. Tries yet again. He can't hit that time. Good work defensively by Brogdon. Poole outside. Poole tried to tip it in, couldn't get it. And as we end the third quarter, a double-digit deficit will make it tough to come back. It's Washington up by 11. After a quick break, we're coming right back with the start of the fourth quarter. All right, let's take a look at our assist of the game presented by State Farm.
You know, I'm kind of stoked that this was a choice because I love this pass. A remarkable find. He put his court vision on full display.
Yeah, he puts that pass right on the money and made things look easy for his teammate.
And there have been 2 very different performances from these teams today as we get going in quarter number 4. So on the floor for the Wizards, Sadiq Bey out there with Chris Middleton. Then there's Sarr. Then there's Marcus Smart. And it's Poole in at the 1. Throw it down on the lob.
And the lead increases on a crazy offensive sequence.
Man, the dunk alone would have been incredible, let alone the fact that it came off a pinpoint pass. Here's Randall. Good D by Bey. Wizards leading by 13. Middleton finds Poole. Oh, what an effort by Poole!
And it gets even worse for them. I mean, he just waltzes down the lane, extending their advantage. Not good.
Well, it's not going to get any easier If they can't improve their defensive intensity, they got to show some fight.
Randall, the pass to Conley. The floater, and it's good on the lay-in.
Great control by Conley in the float game. Gave it just enough.
Middleton passes to Czar. Poole outside. And play stops. A whistle there on what looks like an illegal screen.
One of the trickier plays to judge, but it would be hard to argue against the call.
Yeah, and that's maybe something that should be called more. We see a lot of moving screens in today's NBA.
Now here's Edwards. Pass to Conley. Final quarter of play, about a minute and a half off the clock. Edwards for three. Czar pulls it in. Wizards leading by 13. Smart outside. Here's Carrington, guarded by Edwards. Pass to Czar. Gets rebounded by Minnesota. Gobert's got his 20th rebound here tonight. The Timberwolves have gotten just one shot to fall out of 3 attempts in the fourth. Outside Conley. Randall outside. This one for three. Smart grabs a miss. And so it's Smart who brings up the ball for Washington. A great fourth quarter, just giving up 2 points. Pass to Conley. It's rebounded by Washington. Smart has got 4 rebounds in the game. Here's Carrington. Some solid defense from Edwards. Timberwolves trail by 13. Randall outside. Looking to get it going. Out to the right wing. Middleton against McDaniels. Second chance effort. That's another board. Collecting yet timeout. He has been everywhere. Just an animal. Washington calls timeout.
Let's give Coach credit. He's trying to find a way to squeeze the most out of every possession.
Well, that's the job, right? Your duty as a coach is to finesse your lineups so your guys get the best chance to succeed.
Hey guys, while Brian Keefe was just reviewing the plan with his team, he told his guys, let's not waste this advantage. Hold on to it. Stay aggressive. Let's not give up ground. Coach wants to see his team staying strong out there, guys.
And Allie, thanks.
Tremendous defensive effort. Saving a bucket right there.
Well, he's such a competitor at that end of the floor. Never takes a possession off.
They get it again. And again with the rebound.
Rebound after rebound after rebound.
He is crashing with energy. Man, you gotta love it.
Just great energy on the offensive glass. That's exactly how you cut into a lead.
Boy, a slant like that is sure to give him a spark. Here's Smart. It's tipped.
Yeah, nice swat by Randall. Using his size and good anticipation to get him to shoot his way.
Got a hand on it. Here's Carrington, guarded by Edwards. to stop the drought. Shot's good by Carrington. And the Wizards lead by 11. Minnesota's gone 0 for 3 here in the fourth. Bay against Randall. The putback. Great positioning on the putback.
Yeah, just what they needed from Gobert. Grabbing the rebound with those long arms and sending it back.
Pass to Sarr. Middleton with it. McDaniels covering. Middleton, no good. Timberwolves trail by 9. Outside Edwards. Here's Conley. And there's a whistle. He'll head to the line to shoot 2. They'll pin that one on Marcus Smart.
I like seeing Conley look for his shot because it puts defenses in compromising situations.
And a moment here to take a look at the scoring breakdown for the Wizards.
Well, they've been owning the painted area offensively. I love the intensity they're playing with down there.
Yeah, another thing they did well, running the floor.
Shots.
They've kept the pace high and pulled away with their transition offense.
First free throw is good. George, he's checked in for Washington. Conley drops them both. Wizards leading by 7. Here's Smart. George outside. Back to Smart. Five on the clock. Randall with a steal. Outside Conley. Outside McDaniels. Randall against George. Count it. Good.
They closed the gap over the last few possessions. But can they push through and grab the lead?
Well, with all the momentum they've built up, I don't see this run stopping anytime soon.
Now here's Smart. Here's Sarr. Back to Smart. And Conley grabs the miss. Conley's got 6 rebounds now in the game. Here's Edwards. He makes no mistake.
And I'll tell you, this thing looked pretty much over heading into the fourth. And give them a lot of credit for fighting their way back.
Smart against Conley. Three-pointer is up. Middleton. That's in. Coming off an assist from Smart. And the Wizards lead by 6.
And they're still in front, but they desperately needed that hoop to sustain the advantage.
Pass to McDaniels. Randall outside. And here's Conley. Gobert inside. Washington with a rebound. Earlier in the game, they led by 19. The shot by Conley, no good.
And the shooter had very little space on that attempt.
There's no air space there whatsoever. That's as close as you can get without foul.
Here's Sarr. Pass to Smart. Shot clock at 6. Looking to get back on track. Rudy Gobert with a rebound.
He's trying to force his way into a rhythm, but that's not helping the team.
Edwards, no good.
Hard to convert against that kind of defensive pressure.
Yeah, that's the kind of aggressive defense you always want to see on the interior.
And it's Smart missing. Here's Minnesota. They're on a 14-5 run. Inside. Oh, and Gobert powers it loose.
At the offensive end, Gobert isn't always this aggressive, so it's really good to see.
Here's Carrington, defended by Gobert. Carrington no good. And it's Conley with the ball for the Minnesota Timberwolves. 4-point game. And he got the whistle on the way up. So he'll be headed to the line for a pair.
Edwards brings so much power to his game inside.
At the line for Minnesota, Anthony Edwards. 2 shots.
Shooting 2.
First one falls for him. Alexander Walker, he's checked in for McDaniels. And the Wizards making a change here as well. Poole's checked in. And both free throws good for Edwards. Washington has gone 1 of 2 from deep in this quarter. Poole for 3. Kept alive by Washington. The Timberwolves trail. Conley passes to Edwards. And they're unable to get the tying bucket there. Well, the Wizards shooting poorly at only 28%. Throws it up high.
Great read between those two guys. The defense didn't stand a chance, B.A.
These two teammates right here, Grant, they are connected. And Minnesota calls time here.
Looking now for some consistency. Just too many missed shots.
Yeah, right now, Coach needs to draw up his best play, get some points, and give this team some confidence.
Let's take a look at the balance player of the game, Jordan Poole.
What an impressive performance for him tonight, particularly on the scoreboard. But understand, the team's unselfish play, the ball movement, the player movement allowed him to convert consistently on the offensive end.
And the Timberwolves making a change here. McDaniels checked in. And Minnesota with possession here. Trailing by 4. Outside Conley. Pass to Randall. Back to Conley. And he's going for the lob. Oh, and Gobert goes it home.
Bucket from Gobert. Answering the call when his team needs it.
And the Wizards shooting only 29% since the fourth quarter began. George outside. Back to Koulibaly. Down to 5 on the shot clock. The Wizards need to get off a shot here. Poole's shot is off. And here's Minnesota now. They're on a 20-7 run. Here's Randall. That one's good. This game is all even. Randall's got 4 points now in the quarter.
Oh, rugged competitor. Randall's teammates trust his ability to make plays in big moments.
Here's Middleton. And that one good.
And you want him taking good shots at this point in the game. And that one was easy.
Well, with him, he's dangerous because he's so confident. He wants to deliver in these moments.
Minnesota with the ball. After the basket by Washington. The shot by Conley. No good.
Uh-oh. Did he change his mind on the way up? I think he did.
Tries to break his ice. And it's Koulibaly missing. Minnesota's gone 0 for 3 here in the fourth. Washington has gone only 1 of 4 from the perimeter here in this fourth quarter. It's Poole on the wing. He's guarded by Conley. Here's Koulibaly. Off target from outside. And so Randall will bring it up for the Timberwolves. Pass to Edwards. To take the lead. Sarr pulls it in. Well, the Wizards shooting poorly. Just 29% from the floor in this game. And that one's good. Koulibaly. And the Wizards lead by 2. We've got 1:13 left in the fourth quarter. Outside Conley. Now here's McDaniels. It's kept alive. Oh, Gobert cleans it up. Wow.
And the trust this team has in Gobert. They know he looks to come up huge in the clutch.
Poole, the pass to George. And here's Middleton. McDaniels covering. Middleton against McDaniels. And he sinks it.
Timeout, timeout. Whoa, that is as clutch as it gets. Big time clutch.
Yeah, don't you just love to see a player embrace that kind of pressure?
Timeout called. The Timberwolves. They're down by 2. There's 42 seconds left in the fourth quarter here. Checked in for Minnesota. Here's Edwards. There's 37 seconds left in the fourth quarter. Comes up empty down low. McDaniels against Middleton. Poole outside.
Timeout. Gotta love how they've just maintained their intensity, even when they're this far up.
Yeah, and at this point in the game, just protect the ball, make smart decisions, don't give them a chance to get back in the game.
And Minnesota calls time here. They're down by 4. 19 seconds left to play in the fourth. Your thoughts, guys?
Searching for a fast bucket and a way to stretch things out.
Yeah, and then they have to foul quickly and hope for some misses at the line.
Edwards for 3. Kept alive. Reeves. commit an intentional foul. We'll see another one of those, so they get into the penalty.
Yeah, so you had to do that. I mean, you can't allow them to dribble out the time.
And now they decide to foul intentionally.
First personal foul. Second team foul. Shooter for Washington, Koulibaly, taking 2 shots.
He drops the first one, and that puts him up 5. And so both free throws good, and it's a 6-point ball game.
Great composure there. Calmly knocks them down to put this game out of reach.
For 3, Randall. Rebound, Washington. Poole up top. So we see the Wizards get the win here. Just a gutsy performance on the road.
It really was. When this one was up in the air late, they showed how tough-minded they are as a team.
And that's going to do it tonight, folks, for our broadcast. Alongside Stan Van Gundy, Grant Hill, and Allie LaForce, this is Brian Anderson saying thanks for tuning in to the NBA on 2K Sports. We'll see you next time.
What you think this is? We ain't worried about it. Watch your skirt up with it. Ask me how you get like this. How you live like this? Why you worry about it? Get up on my... By the way, what you think this is? We ain't worried about you. Watch me skirt the whip. Yeah, swerving. Moving to the money like it's urgent. Hands on God, so I'm in it like a surgeon. The skin color like... Worldwide sign and we face closed curtains. I hear you, nothing ever certain. Only thing that's promised is that promises are broken. Yeah, so we finding ways to cope there. Only thing I'm breaking is yeah, baby girl. Stuck it inside the hoodie, now we turning out your buggy. Yeah, it's cool, I used to fight the bullies. Now I guess our things don't leave you fully. The time.
Hey folks, welcome into some WNBA action on 2K Sports. And on tap tonight, it's the Washington Mystics going up against the Minnesota Lynx. Thanks for joining us. I'm Blake Suniga here with Brian Banafitemi and Tim Swartz. So Minnesota will get the first possession.
And coaching so difficult in this league. What do you think is an underrated skill for head coaches?
Motivation. I mean, there are so many games. The travel is difficult.
That's green.
So having your team close to 100%, making sure they're locked in.
And I think it's rotations and fitting the pieces together. You want to find out what the best combinations are, because it's about more than just throwing talent out there.
Here's Sutton.
Pass to Sykes. To the paint. Sutton with the bucket.
They get the first bucket of the game there.
And this should be a good one, guys. Buckle up your seatbelts.
Collier outside. Carlton. McBride. She's guarded by Angsler. McBride misses.
She's a very strong finisher, guys. I'm surprised that she wasn't able to power that through the defense.
Here's Sutton.
She's guarded by Williams. Shot clock at 6. Pass to Dolson. Sykes. Second shot opportunity. Angsler, no good. Now the Lynx with it.
On the wing, Courtney Williams.
And the rebound goes to the Mystics. About a minute and a half through the first quarter. Angsler, no good. Williams with it. Pass to McBride. Collier with it. Out to the wing. Here's Carlton. The 18-footer is right on the mark.
Perfect screen there. Set her up with a terrific look.
Yeah, but that's a bad job by the defender to not fight through that screen to contest.
You want to see more effort there.
Here's Sutton. Collier with the block.
Not today. Collier, a very good shot blocker. Really good with her timing.
Now the Lynx with it. Pass to Williams. And there's the call on Austin. That's her first foul.
First personal foul. First team foul.
Right outside. Collier with it. Guarded by Dolson. Second chance shot.
And for Dolson, it's about being in the right spot on defense and using her length.
And it's Collier with the rebound.
One thing about Nafisa Collier, she's great at many things. She's not a specialist. She's well-rounded.
Well, how about this? I mean, she's been top 10 in the league in scoring, rebounding, steals, blocks. I mean, that's four of the 5 major food groups. She gives you everything at a high level.
Clock at 4. Smith inside, guarded by Austin. So they take the lead.
Great to see her score inside. Collier is an all-around forward, capable of scoring in a variety of ways, including in the paint.
Here's Sutton. Doesn't go that time. Collier outside. Williams. Back to Collier. Pass to McBride. Smith, guarded by Austin. And here's Carlton. And it's Dolson with the rebound. Now Enksler. They need this. Denied for the 3rd time. She's 0 for 3. Now here's Williams. Not a lot of room. Carlton. She's guarded by Sykes. Pass to Williams. Shoots the 3. And the 3 ball is good.
There are certain players who shoot much better off the pass. Williams is one of them. Allows her to set her feet.
And they could use a big shot here to get this offense going.
Yeah, too many empty possessions. I mean, it's simple. They need points.
Enksler with it. Now Austin, covered by Smith. From 20 feet out. It's hauled in by the Lynx.
The defense can't make a habit of giving her that shot. She just doesn't miss many of them.
Now here's Williams. McBride outside. Foul call that time on the way up.
Shakira Austin. Second personal foul. Second team
on
foul.
Shakira Austin.
You see, this is what you get with Caitlin McBride. You get a clever scorer with just a knack for earning free throws.
Yeah, it's her first trip to the line.
Take a break. Take a break. 2 shots.
The first free throw is good.
Obviously, easier said than done, but what's the key in winning a title?
Well, straight up, you need a first-team all-WNBA level player. Basically, every title team has had, at minimum, a top 5 talent.
And it has to be about more than her. You need key role players and multiple defensive stoppers as well.
She's perfect from the line this time.
Well, Kayla McBride is a good free throw shooter. I mean, is there anything she can't do?
Pass to Edwards. Dolson. Here's Sutton. She's guarded by Williams. Edwards misses. The Lynx with the lead. Corner shot. The putback. Takes it out to Collier. Now McBride. And again, no good by Minnesota. And stolen by Smith. Pass to McBride. Collier. She's guarded by Ainsley. And the basket by McBride.
Catalyst of the team, McBride is depended on for buckets, and I'll tell you, she usually delivers.
Here's Sutton. Sykes outside. Will it go? It's all in by the Lynx.
Oh, man. That's one he'd like to have open.
Carlton gets the buzzer.
It's been a fantastic opening quarter for them.
Yeah, I mean, look at the lead they've jumped out to already. This is the start that coaches dream of.
Here's Sutton. Pass to Edwards. Goes up and lays it in nice and easy.
Give credit where credit's due. Terrific assist inside.
Here's Minnesota. Now here's Collier. Jacks up a three. Smith, no good. The Mystics trailing. Now Sutton. And the call is
First person foul. Checking in for Washington. Jane Melbourne.
I thought maybe she was set. Now, I know that's a difficult call to make, but I think maybe they got that one wrong.
Outside Williams. Pass to Collier. And it's Dolson with the rebound. And Washington has possession. 9-point game. Here's Sutton. And here's Dolson. Covered by Smith. Here's Sutton. Great pass to set up the land.
She can time her passes so perfectly. What an assist.
Collier outside. Pass to McBride. Now Carlton. It's in. That's her third field goal of the game. She's 3 for 5.
And when you talk about winning, historically, the Lynx are up there with any team in the WNBA.
Absolutely. You look at their 4 titles, which is tied for the most in league history. Then you see they have the 3rd best winning percentage of all time. I mean, this is a franchise that consistently has been in the hunt over the years.
Offensive rebound. Collier. And the rebound paying off as they pick up 2 on the second chance bucket right there. And here's Sutton. Pass to Sykes.
And here's Edwards.
Now Sutton. Just 5 on the clock. Here's Melbourne. The 3. And out of bounds. We'll take it.
Minnesota ball.
And you're the Lynx now. Williams with it. Collier outside. Smith. Back to Collier. Edwards grabs the miss. They really want to find that igniter here.
That's right. Their offense is ground to a standstill.
Maybe you need to suit up, Tim. They need a spark. Here's Melbourne. She's been patient so far. Nothing yet on the scoreboard. Sykes with the bucket.
Even at 5'9", no fear from Sykes. She plays way bigger than her height. Tremendous heart.
Now here's Williams. Shoots. Good work defensively by Stephanie Dolson. And here's Washington. They trail by 9 points. Pass to Sutton. Back to Dolson. It's hauled in by Williams. And here are the Lynx now.
2 minutes remaining in the first. 2 minutes.
Edwards grabs the miss.
You know, she's disappeared this quarter, not making a mark at all with her offense.
And you know she'll be happy to get this period over and done with and just start fresh.
Now here's Williams. And now the Lynx fast break. That one goes. Count it.
That's just run-of-the-mill for her. She's one of the more skilled offensive players out there.
Pass to Edwards. Melbourne. She's guarded by Williams. And it's Dolson missing.
Not quite enough defense that time around. Lucky she was off.
I just hope that was a mistake by the D, because if that's how they plan to guard her, they're going to have serious problems.
Here's Sutton. Now Fisa Collier with some nice D. Here's Minnesota. They lead by 11. And the shot goes in.
Oh, you're not going to pass up that type of look.
Now Melbourne. Quiet so far offensively, searching for first points of the game. Pass to Sutton. To the wing on the left. The Mystics again can't hit. Here's McBride. Outside Williams. Smith. McBride left side. And a missed layup. And here's Melbourne. Goes back up.
That's the end of the first quarter with the score. Your Minnesota Lynx.
An ideal finish
The
with a quarter
Washington
for them as she
10.
gains it at the buzzer.
Cool and collected and just didn't rush it at all.
You said that right.
Domination in the first quarter. It's been pretty lopsided. The Lynx on top, up 11. And we'll get things started in the second quarter when we return. Well, not exactly a neck-and-neck game, but as the second quarter starts, there is plenty of time for a comeback. And for the Lynx, this has been the game they wanted to have.
The work they've done here early on the glass, it's been very nice.
Yeah, they've definitely established a good low-post presence.
Here's Melbourne. Pass to Sutton. Another shot. And so she draws the foul on the shot.
First personal foul. First team foul.
Probably the right play defensively. If you can't get the block, send them to the line.
Exactly. You want to prevent the
At the
layup,
line for
give
the
them a
away
little
team.
knock, and then maybe they'll
Should
think twice
second.
about coming down the lane the next
2
time
shots.
around.
It does send a message.
And first trip to the free throw line for her in this one.
Two shots.
And the first one drops.
Well, when you look at that 2024 WNBA draft, by far the most watched in league history, and arguably the most talent we've ever seen in a draft as well.
Well, the previous draft high was just about 600,000 viewers. This last one had 2.4 million, shattering the 20-year-old record.
And really, to me, the most exciting part of the WNBA right now, it's all the new viewers tuning in. It's just incredible.
Here's Heidemann. Pass to McBride. The trade. And it's Dolson with the rebound. Washington trailing. Now Melbourne. Sykes with the ball. That will not drop. Still looking for a groove. 1 for 6 from the floor. Pass to Heidemann. Quarter number 2, and we're just about a minute in. On the wing, Kayla McBride. 6 on the shot clock. And there's the call. It's going to be an illegal screen.
The ball goes to
Good
Washington.
call there. Her feet still moving when she set the screen.
She sort of lowered her shoulder into her too. A move you perfected, actually. But they were going to get her there one way or the other.
Minnesota foul. Nafisa Collier. Second personal foul. Second team foul.
Collier. And a 2020
for the away team.
Pick. Shook Sutton was actually out of the league until 2023.
Well, she only played 12 games in the Wubble. She wasn't in the W in 2021 or 2022. But Sutton had a monster year, 2023 in Phoenix. She was actually top 10 in the entire league in assists.
And she knocks down the first one. And she makes both free throws. Here's Heidemann. No scoring yet from her, but that's likely to change. Right outside. Lets it go from deep. That one's good. Maybe that'll get her going after a super start.
With the smooth touch from outside, McBride's versatility leaves defenses pretty vulnerable.
Here's Sutton. She's got 8. Here's Dolson. And the layup's good.
Stephanie
off the
Dolson.
glass.
Another reason you want Dolson on your team. She can turn a missed basket into points. Tremendous effort on the boards.
Pass to McBride. The Mystics pull it in. Now Sutton. And the play stops. Whistle on what looks like an illegal screen.
I just think an illegal screen, it's one of the toughest calls for an official to make.
Yeah, you have to appreciate how difficult a job they have to do when it comes to making calls like that. It's not as easy as people might think.
And the refs in this league just do a great job.
Now here's Smith. They grab their own miss.
Look at the scorer's mentality. Stephanie is fantastic at finding ways to get fouls on the way up.
Foul.
And this is her first free throw of the game.
For your Minnesota Lynx, Nafisa Collier. 2 shots.
Take a break. Take a break. 2 shots.
And the first one falls for her. So she hits both.
Ei oo mitään pelistä ääniä ja kuuntelenpa.
2.5 minutes into the second quarter. Here's Melbourne. McBride covering. Pass to Sutton. Shot clock at 5. Sykes outside. Lets the 3 fly. There it is. Her second make of this game. She's missed 5.
Puts her awareness on full display. Sykes knew exactly how much time she had for the catch and shoot.
Now Heidemann tries a 3. And the Lynx miss again. Here's Melbourne. McBride covering. And here's Sutton. 8 points for her. It's Brittany Sykes on the wing. Shot clock violation.
The ball goes to
Get it off in
Minnesota.
time. The Lynx with the lead. Smith outside. Pass to Carlton. And almost 4 minutes gone in the second quarter of play. They get the rebound. Collier. Good for another good goal. Number 5 on the night. High for 10 shooting.
Just so active on the board. Collier with the effort points. They're almost a bonus points to this team.
And the Mystics call time here.
Yeah, I think the coach could be trying to just get a break in action to clear their heads. They've gone ice cold, and it wouldn't be a bad idea to give them a quick breather.
Yeah, they needed the timeout here. Anything to try to get them to forget all the missed shots we've been seeing.
And maybe refocus a bit.
Washington trailing. Now Melbourne. Pass to Sykes. From downtown. And another miss by Washington. Collier outside. And it's going to be 2 free throws. Drew contact on the shot.
Third personal
Great
foul.
effort getting to the
Second
line
team
from
foul.
Collier. Part of what makes her so good, she can battle inside and hit those outside shots.
She's gone 2 for 2 at the line so far.
Shooting 2.
First free throw is good. And good on the second, so she makes both. And Washington has possession. 11-point game. Pass to Sykes. Releases. The Mystics again can't hit. And here are the Lynx now. Inside. Drive misses. Sykes outside. Looking to get it going. Minnesota grabs the miss. McBride right side. And that one drops.
You got to give credit to Collier for the five. Her 6'2" height allows her to have a clean view of the court. Doesn't miss open teammates.
Here's Melbourne. Pass to Sutton. She tries for 3. Happy to see that one go in after missing 6 of her 9 shots today. Here's Minnesota. 10-point lead. And here's Heidemann. Now here's Smith, guarded by Austin. Here's Heidemann. After 2 misses to start the game, he's on the board with that shot.
That's what I call pretty passive. Timely recognition as to where the open teammate was.
Here's Sutton. Off target at the rim. They're moving it up. Here's Collier. And it's Dolson with the rebound.
The D was ready for her that time, and they had to be. She is strong in the paint.
Sights, no good. And here's Heidemann. Shoots over Austin. Heidemann, no good. And here's Washington. Down by 12.
And looking at Shakira Austin, she finished second in Rookie of the Year voting back in 2022.
When we talk about immediate impact, she had a double-double in her second career game. Austin plays like the 6'5" center she is. Excellent around the rim, rebounds, doesn't venture too much from the perimeter.
Heidemann, no good. Pass to Melbourne. And another shot. He can't hit that time. Some solid defense from Kayla McBride. Collier. The shot's good. Kayla McBride making a play.
And watch out. Once Collier finds her rhythm, she's lethal. Have to appreciate her aggressive attitude.
Now Sutton. To the inside. Austin. And there's the whistle that goes on Dolson. That's her 4th foul of the contest.
Second team foul. Substitution on the court.
Now the Lynx with it. This is the most they've led by, 13 points. Outside Williams. To the middle. Sutton with the rebound. Down low. Austin. Minnesota grabs the miss.
Bodied her up and made her alter the trajectory of the shot that time.
Definitely. Some very sound defense played on that trip down.
Fresh shot by Collier. No good. And they've been struggling here offensively.
Bit of a dry spell for sure.
Pass to Melbourne. Inside. And her 3rd shot of the night, no good. 0 for 3. Collier left side. Knocked loose. Here's Sutton. McBride covering. It's hauled in by Smith. Here's Minnesota. It's a 13-point game. Here's Collier. Laid in with a nice step off the glass.
Uses every bit of her strength to overpower the defense. Collier does not fear contact.
Pass to Melbourne. Austin, covered by Smith. To the middle. Sutton. Yes. And it's Shakira Austin picking up the assist.
She placed that pass right out in front of her and just let her run into it.
Outside Miller. Smith with it, guarded by Austin. Back to Miller. Misses in close. And here's Washington, trailing by 13. Pass to Melbourne. Now Sutton. McBride covering. Lets it go. Sutton, no good.
She kind of short-armed that shot after doing a nice job of getting open.
Here's Collier. The rebound by Melbourne. Here's Sights. An easy 2 points on the layup.
Good ball movement. She put that pass in the ideal spot, and I can guarantee you her teammate appreciated it.
Now here's Miller. Still getting warmed up offensively. No buckets yet in the game for her. Here's Smith. The Mystics pull it in.
2 minutes remaining in the first half. 2 minutes.
Sykes outside. With the second effort. Here's Minnesota. Pass to Williams. To the inside. Collier. And she drops in the layup.
Put their bodies on the glass right there and they paid for it.
And it'll happen again and again if they don't put more effort into boxing out.
And that's what it's all about, Brian. Rebound, effort.
That one falls.
Shakira Oscar.
And her hard work on the boards gave them another crack at the points there.
Smith outside.
Miller.
Pass to Williams for three. Rebounded by Sykes. Now Melbourne. Had a chance there to cut it to single digits, but it's off target. And the Lynx pushing it up now. Miller can't get it to go. Now here is Sykes. 9 points in the game. Miller grabs the miss. And here are the Lynx now. They lead by 11. Puts it up from 15. Good. It's that jump shot ball. And here's Washington. 2-second difference between the shot clock and the game clock. And here's Washington. Sykes with the ball. Clock at 6. The shot, no good. And that concludes the first half.
Second quarter.
On top, they lead by 13. And we'll see you right after halftime for the beginning of the third quarter. Welcome back as we begin the second half. So far, not a tightly contested game, but anything can happen. And, you know, Collier has been really making it happen, guys.
Quite simply, she's been terrific. This is just what they need from her.
And a double-double in just one half of basketball? You can't ask for anything more as a coach, teammate, or fan.
Well, it's been a one-sided affair through the first 2 quarters, but there is plenty of time to mount a comeback. Now here's Angsler. Bride covering. Now Sutton. Shoots over Williams. They get it back. Kone gets the bucket. Here's Williams. No good with the layup. Here's the Mystics with the ball. 11-point game. Pass to Angsler. The second chance effort. Here's Kone. Off the mark, had a chance there to trim it to single digits. Off the mark, wing, able to drive. And it's Austin with the rebound. A little over a minute gone here in the second half. Now here's Angsler. Defense is right there. Pass to Sykes. Nice feed from Nafisa Collier. And here are the Lynx now. And here's McBride. He's guarded by Ainsley. Williams with it. To the paint. Here's McBride. Count the bucket. Perfectly placed assist.
She picks her out brilliantly with that feed inside.
Now here's Ainsley. Kone, covered by Collier. Into the third we go. 2 minutes in now. The Mystics again can't hit. Trying to add a few more points to their lead. And it's not rocket science at this point. Just stay with what you've been doing. Some tough offensive sets, and they really want to turn it around. They got to lock in and need a basket just to gain some momentum. Now here's Collier. 21 points in the game. Now here's Ainsley. McBride covering to the right side.
Oh, shoot it!
Pass to Sykes. Tries to break her ice. Now Ainsley. Here's Kune, covered by Collier. Here's Sykes.
Hey,
Rebounded by McBride.
Some of the shots she's taken today have been absolute head scratchers.
Ja tämän
She's out
ottelun
there playing
jälkeen
like it's a
pitäisi
game of
yksi
horse,
ottelu
and
vielä
it's not.
lisää tehdä.
Now here's Williams. Sutton with the rebound. Pass to Ainsley. Kone. Now here's Ainsley. McBride covering. Here's Sutton. Beats the shot clock, but can't get it to fall. McBride left side. She can't get that one. Now here's Ainsley. Tight defense on her. To stop the drought. Shakira Austin, high post. Pass to Sutton. It's hauled in by the Lynx. Here's Collier. Finished off the break.
Love the effort level on the fast break. Collier provides a spark in the open court.
Timeout.
I think the coach is watching a lot of shots they normally make rimming out, and it has to be frustrating. Maybe see if they could create some scoring opportunities to the free throw line.
That may be the answer for them, but ultimately, I expect them to shoot their way out of this slump.
Brittany Sykes on the wing. Austin, covered by Smith. Inside, Sutton. Yes, and it's Shakira Austin picking up the assist.
That pass led her so perfectly, she didn't even have to break stride.
Pass to Collier. Over Dolson. From the right block, that shot is good.
It's hard trying to stop Collier on the drive. When you get physical with her, good luck. Austin
with it. Over Smith. And it's Austin missing. Here's McBride. And she banks in the layup.
On the drive, McBride can be so dynamic, which helps her beat the defense.
Joka ei pystynyt aikaisemmin sanomaan, niin enää kehtaa kesken kaiken säätää.
9 points in the game. Here's Sutton. She's guarded by Williams.
Kesä loppuu vasta elokuun viimeinen päivä.
And it's Collier with the rebound. And talking about Brittany Sykes, she's known for her defense.
Ja sit toiset.
GM surveys come out every year. Sykes is normally the pick for best wing defender.
Ja minä meinaan olla ensi viikolla kesälomalla ja sitten mitä vielä. Ja sitten 12. päivää heinäkuuta niin ollaan sitten ei oo mitään mestarinilua ja meinaan, että Mikael Kosola on väärässä ja 12. päivä kun tuut käymään, niin käydään tuo Keijon hallilla oikein. Ja Pauli ensin ja Matalamäki ei kuuntele.
First personal foul. First team foul.
This is her third trip to the free throw line.
Ei Niilo tiedä, että ei se Niilo, Mikael Kosolot alkaa Niilo 22, niin tiedä milloin kesä loppuu, kun minä tiedän paljon paremmin kuin Niilo itse. Ei, kun tonne Keilahallille, eikä oo mitään märkäpakania. Jaha. Kyllä mä oikeesti tiesin, että ei se oikee Pauli oo.
Now Sutton. 15 points in the game.
Koska Aito Paulihan käyttäisi omaa kuvaansa.
Austin. It's Brittany Sykes on the wing.
Mikä ihmeen kahpeli? En mä mikään kahpeli ole.
It's all in by the links. Tough D on the inside.
Sure was. No easy access.
Mikään tälläkin voinut, mutta ei mikään kahpeli.
Fades and shoots. Carlton's shot is off. Now here's Dolson. D right on her. Pass to Sutton. And here's Sykes. Now here's Dolson. Off target from three-point range.
They had some botched coverage that turned into no coverage.
And when she's open like that, you don't see her miss that sort of look very often.
Now here's Collier. It's a 16-point game. 6 to shoot. Here's Heidemann. 17-foot shot on the way. Tries again. Last shot by Collier, no good. And here's Sutton. Pass to Dolson. Sykes outside. But they'll get another chance.
Multiple possessions have been the story of the game, and even with the big lead, this team continues to be quicker to the basketball.
Williams with it. Back to Collier. Carlton, just 4 to shoot. Over Dolson. And again, no good by Minnesota. They need a good offensive possession.
Yeah, it's been a long time without a bucket. Focus.
Sykes outside to end the drought. Out of bounds. It'll be Lynx ball.
Minnesota Lynx ball. Into the Lynx. Jessica Shepard Miller.
Man, they're in complete control.
Everything they're doing, it's been working out. Wow.
To the middle. Here's Collier. Misses the layup. Sykes outside. Pass to Sutton.
Enpäs mennyt.
Here's Angsler. It's Brittany Sykes on the wing. Miller defending. Sykes, no good.
Mä olin puhelimella, lälälä.
You know, she might be 5'8", but Williams has tons of different ways to finish at the hoop. Hard to stop.
Pass to Dolson. Angsler. She's guarded by Williams. Now here is Sykes. She's covered closely. Count that one.
Once inside, Sykes commits to the play. She'll work around contact if she has to.
2 minutes remaining in the third. 2 minutes.
Now Hyman. She hits it from 9 feet. Here's Sutton. Pass to Dolson. Sykes outside. And here's Sutton. Puts up the three. The rebound by Courtney Williams. Now here's Miller. And there's the best idea
it was the good idea, the right idea, but the execution was not.
Yeah, you really want to set a hard screen, but you also want to make sure it's a legal one.
Sykes with the ball. She's got 11. Pass to Sutton. Just 5 to shoot. Dolson with it. Covered by Collier. Brittany Sykes outside. And 2 free throws coming up. Misses that one.
First personal
A lot
foul.
of contact.
First team foul.
First trip to the free throw line for her.
At the line for the away team, Shakira Austin. 2 shots.
Take a break. Take a break. 2 shots.
That free throw, no good. And the second free throw, good. And this has been a one-sided affair.
Yeah, they've done a very nice job of extending their lead.
Here's Collier. And it's Dolson with the rebound. The Mystics on offense. Down low. Here's Austin. Goes back up. Now Collier with the block. Now 8 seconds separating the 2 clocks. Here's Heidemann. Yep.
That's a move very few players can make, guys. Sensational stuff.
Ihan omalla puhelimella.
Sykes outside. Time to shoot.
That's the end of the third quarter with the score.
A double-digit deficit will make it tough to come back.
The Washington team,
on top
39.
of 19. Don't go anywhere. The final quarter is coming up next on 2K Sports. And thanks again for joining us. We'll see what happens in the fourth. And here are the Lynx now. 19-point lead, which is the largest margin in the game. Here's Carlton. She's guarded by Sykes. They get it again. The kick out to Williams. Up again. Tough possession there. They stayed with it, but just couldn't make a shot. Sykes with the ball. Now guarded by Collier. Pass to Austin. It's hauled in by the Lynx. Now Williams. Shepard. And here's Carlton. And the Lynx miss again.
They got lucky. They got lucky. And the defense is taking a big chance leaving her open behind the arc. And I'm not sure I'm okay with that game plan.
Pass to Collier. And it's Austin with the rebound. And here's Washington. Here in the fourth quarter, their defense has been very strong, allowing no baskets.
Switching baskets must have really thrown her off because she can't get anything to fall this half.
Collier outside. Pass to McBride. From the arc. Cans it from downtown.
Moments like that have been hard to come by. Not the most exciting game. Both sides look way off in their shooting.
Sometimes it only takes one or two buckets to get things going. Maybe we're getting ready to pump a little life into this one.
Man, I certainly hope so.
Now here's Austin. Sutton, no good. We're about 2 minutes into the fourth quarter in this one. Now here's Williams. Pass to McBride. 5 on the clock. Collier with it. Carlton. She's guarded by Sykes. Here's Shepard. Shakira Austin with the block. Here's Engsler. Now Sutton. For those joining us, fourth quarter here, and we're just over 2.5 minutes into it. To the left side wing. Here's Carlton. Great D that time from Brittany Sykes. And they've been looking at a sink offensively.
They need a bucket in a big way here to regain some confidence.
Here's Austin. Nafisa Collier with some nice D. McBride.
Esto make este bottiste.
The Mystics pull it in. Here in the fourth quarter, just under 2.5 minutes gone by. Engsler. And that's collected by Kayla McBride. Here's Carlton. She's guarded by Sykes. Carlton's shot is off.
Well, they call them layups for a reason. It's not easy to miss that close to the rim.
Good on the bucket.
They worked it in nicely right there.
And here are the Lynx now. Now a timeout
Timeout
called by Minnesota.
Yeah, coach wants to get everybody on the same page out there and maybe change up some things as well.
Yeah, that's probably a good timeout. You might as well talk things
And change that game as well.
switch here.
Make some noise.
Pass to Smith. Outside Williams. And here's Carlton. Here's Williams. Fires the three. And it's Austin with the rebound. Here's Sykes. That one falls coming off Stephanie Dolson.
It's tough to derail Sykes once she makes up her mind. She's so good at creating driving lanes.
Pass to Collier. Now Smith, guarded by Austin. The steal. Now Sutton. And here's Austin, covered by Smith. Inside leaner. And it's Austin missing.
That's a big part of what they want to do defensively. That's limiting her easy chances inside.
Pass to Smith. Offensive board. Off with the layup. And Washington has possession. They played a great fourth quarter defensively, allowing only 3 points. Here's McBride. Finished off the break.
Put herself in a great position to finish that break off.
Yeah, and that right there is just a great read of how the play was developing and where the ball was going.
Such high basketball IQ.
Here's Sutton. Pass to Engstler. The three is up. Connects from three-point range.
Well, the D sack off, and no hesitation on her part to rise up and bury the three.
Here's McBride. Here's Smith, guarded by Austin. Here's McBride. The layup missed. Now here's Engstler. McBride covering. Pass to Sutton. To the inside. Austin. And she tries off the glass, but it's no good. On the wing, Courtney Williams. Looking to end her cold spell. The shot's good. Williams making the play.
A natural scorer, Williams has a bunch of dribble moves she can unleash.
And here's Sutton. Brittany Sykes outside. And another three for Washington.
Perfect screen there. Set her up with a terrific look.
Yeah, but that's a bad job by the defender to not fight through that screen to contest.
You want to see more effort there.
Here's Carlton. The kick out to Williams. Down to 5 on the shot clock. And it's Austin with the rebound. Pass to Engstler. Sykes. The layup off target. Here's Collier. Lays it up and banks it in.
I'm not sure, really, in that set he was supposed to be in there. And
heavy,
apparently
yeah.
even the defenders.
Now Sutton. Pass to Engstler. Rebound, Kayla McBride. Banked in off the glass.
Off the board, McBride is lighthearted, but she's a killer on the court. Basketball is everything to her.
And the officials will call the illegal screen.
You have to make sure your feet are set. When you set those screens, they'll get you for it.
I thought maybe she was set. Now, I know that's a difficult call to make, but I think maybe they got that one wrong.
Now here's McBride. Pass to Carlton. And they call an illegal screen here.
Moving screen. Mystics ball.
Here's Sutton. Sykes outside. Pass to Austin. right wing.
Ja tämän jälkeen on sitten vielä yksi ottelu vielä.
Here's Sutton. McBride covering. Sutton, no good. And this could get even more out of hand if they continue to put up points.
What a performance it's been.
Williams can't get it to go.
Ei ole tappiapotti mikään 62. Taitaa olla Justus, jolta pelaa itellä 62 tappiota.
To the paint. Here's Smith. The Mystics pull it in. Now here's Dolson. Pass to Sutton. Back to Dolson. Now here's Austin. Covered by Smith. And here's Sutton. And here's Engsler. Sykes with the ball. McBride covering. And another miss by Washington. Now the Lynx with it. Now Williams. Pass to Carlton. Williams with it. Takes the assist and lays it in. Picked out the pass nicely.
What an alert play. Just a great job of hitting her teammate.
Timeout for the Mystics.
Washington calls timeout.
Her shot selection hasn't been great tonight. A lot of forced, contested shots all game. She'll be lucky if she just gets a talking to here instead of being taken out of the game.
Minnesota Lynx dancers.
Ei pääs.
All right, fans, let's give some applause for your Minnesota Lynx dancers. Fans, show your appreciation for your Minnesota Lynx dancers.
Now here is Sykes. She's guarded closely. Pass to Dolson. Here's Sutton. Shot to end the cold run. The three-pointer is on target.
For three.
Here's McBride. Outside Williams. Puts it up from 12. It's rebounded by Engsler. So it's Washington now. Trailing by 19. Pass to Dolson. Launches a three. It's hauled in by the Lynx. Here's McBride. Outside Williams. Three-pointer. Drills it from outside.
Understanding defense is better than most. McBride's a playmaker with an advanced feel for the game.
Now here's Engsler. Pass to Sutton. Now Dolson. Wide open. Nice jump shot.
Stephanie Dolson.
Yeah, she could have forced the tougher shot inside, but how about the effort to make a terrific kick-out pass and find the open shooter instead?
Here's Collier. Now Carlton. She's guarded by Sykes. Now here's Williams. Pass to Carlton. 4 on the shot clock. Looking to get back on track. And the layup is good.
This is a serious game-clinching run they're on.
They are just not backing off, and they're going to close this one out in style. What a surge.
Give them credit. It's just to finish this one off.
Now here's Dolson. Sutton. Off target from outside. And they can just let the clock run out here.
Can't argue with it. Just get the W. Get home.
McBride with the ball.
Ja jälleen Justusjoutopelkkähän koitti, mutta meikä voitti OK.
I know their fans appreciated it.
A big thank you to all you fans who made it out tonight. Your support is what makes this possible. Please drive home safely.
So that's going to do it for this one, folks.
Koitan tätä konetta, missä on toi AMD4, tää on tämä edittikone. Let me see. Ja toi kone sanoo, nyt se heittää tällaisia tuntimääriä. Katsokaa mitä tässä tuntimääriä se heittää. Eikö se ole hienoa? 7 tuntia tulee 7 tunnin päästä, oli tämäkin video valmis. 35 minuuttia kuvattu videoon. Tääkin olisi tällä.
Ei oo vielä hei kesäkuu. Koitan nyt jo uskoa, joo.
Odotin yhtä elokuvaa, mikä mä oon tilannut video.comista. Odotin sitä, että se tulisi. 23. sukupuuta. Se on täällä. Se on niinku mahtavaa. Se on kestäviin rakastaa sitä valosta.
I'm tryna get my deal before my EDD run out. I ain't saying if they ain't talking about them out. Be like on the shade room. YBS point that shit that make the trade boom. For real, can't wait for my hit. YBS way too hot for all it. Be lit. Everybody speaking that fact. Oh, I'm the voice. On my end, can't turn my back.
Hello and welcome to this.
Ei täällä mitään venetsialaisia oo huomenna, kun toi kesä päättyy vasta tuossa elokuun viimeisenä päivänä.
Ready to call the action tonight. And it's the Lynx to start out.
A playoff atmosphere in the building tonight. Two of the elite teams in the WNBA squaring off.
This is as good as it gets. There's only a few teams in the league on this level.
Yeah, and you know what? To me, this is a preview of the playoffs. You know, if they don't meet in the postseason, I'll be shocked. And guys, the energy in this arena with these fans is going to be off the charts.
The Sun on offense.
Sheldon.
McBride covering. Pass to Allen. Here's Nelson Adota. Tries again. And can't cash in from close range. Here's McBride. And so here's a trip to the line. The official saw the contact.
First personal foul. First team foul.
An unpredictable creator with a variety of moves. McBride thrives on getting to the line.
First trip to the free throw line for her in this one.
2 shots.
Shooting 2.
And the first one drops.
Well, Kayla McBride is a good free throw shooter. I mean, is there anything she can't do?
And that one goes in. 2 from the line that time. And for the Connecticut Sun, their first year in the W was in 1999. They're still searching for that first title.
Connecticut has been so close, falling in the finals 4 times. A couple of those losses in heartbreaking fashion. Sun fans are very hungry for that banner.
Now the Lynx with it. Nafisa Collier on the wing. She's covered by Allen.
Yeah, remember that. And that's not an opportunity she fails to convert very often.
Mabry misses. Right outside. From 8. Pass to Smith.
Että on meikä androidia. Et me tankkaamaan mitään polttoainetta.
Unselfish basketball on the interior. That's the kind of pass a coach loves to see.
Now here's Williams. She's covered by Allen. And Courtney Williams, here we go. Collier can't get it to go. Sheldon outside. Inside. Mabry. And unable there to get the go-ahead bucket. Here's Williams. The rebound by Charles. And just under 2.5 minutes elapsed here in the first. To the inside. Sheldon outside. For 3. Rebounded by Nafisa Collier. So the Lynx now. Pass to McBride. And here's Williams. Here's Smith. She's covered by Allen. Offensive board.
Yeah, she read how that shot was going to come off the rim perfectly. And that can make up for any height disadvantage.
Now here's Allen. Charles. That falls. Nice shoot that time from Lindsay Allen.
When Charles is hitting threes, she's basically unguardable. And it gives her team some unique spacing.
Here's Carlton. She hasn't scored yet. That, I'm sure, will change. Smith, guarded by Charles. Smith, no good.
Tough D on the inside.
Sure was. No easy access to the bucket when she's in the middle.
Sheldon gets the bucket.
Ooh, check out those handles. Nasty spin move. Had her defender grabbing for air.
Some tough offensive sets, and they really want to turn it around.
They got to lock in and need a basket just to regain some momentum.
It's snatched up. Collier. After 2 misses to start the game, she's on the board with that shot.
Just so active on the boards. Collier with the effort points. They're almost bonus points for this team.
Here's Allen. The floater. Here's Charles. Minnesota grabs the miss. McBride outside. Pass to Collier. Over Charles. The bank shot, no good.
Well, I'm going to say the defense got pretty lucky right there because she's going to make a lot more of those than she misses when she gets that much room.
Now here's Allen. Back to Mabry. Down low. Here's Nelson Adota. It's hauled in by Smith. Minnesota trailing. To the paint. Yes, and it's Nafisa Collier with the assist that time.
A player who can get creative offensively. Let's just say Smith knows what to do inside.
Outside Charles. Pass to Sheldon. From deep. Does not find the hole. Her second miss, and she is now 1 for 3. Now here's Williams. Here's Carlton. Cans it from downtown.
She draws so much attention. Williams can find others for easy buckets. Good dish.
Now Charles. Pass to Mabry. Nelson Adota. Here's Sheldon. Out of bounds. Ball as Connecticut keeps possession. Now Allen. Still getting warmed up offensively. No buckets yet in the game for her. 6 to shoot. Sheldon outside. Charles covered by Collier.
Tremendous contest by Collier. Here's a big who generates tons of steals as well. A real defensive menace.
Rebounded by the Suns. Outside Mabry. Sheldon outside. Shot to stop the run. No basket with that shot. Having trouble finding the range. She is 1 for 5. Collier outside. Pass to McBride. And here's Williams. Got a piece of it. Stolen by Tina Charles. Now here's Mabry. Sheldon with it. She's guarded by Williams. Now here's Allen. Outside Charles. Sheldon with it. Launches a 3. And it's Collier with the rebound.
She's been struggling big time in this quarter, guys.
She really has tightened up, but I'm just not seeing any flow to her game right now.
Very well done. Confident and composed, as always.
The Sun trailing. And they're looking for some kind of spark here.
Yeah, cold stretch offensively. They need a bucket.
Pass to Allen. Just 5 to shoot. Now Nelson Adota. Shoots over Williams. Goes back up. And it's Charles missing. Outside Williams. Smith outside. This one for 3. Minnesota gets it back. Second shot opportunity. And Collier with the layup.
With fancy handles and the confidence to create, Napheesa Collier is exceptional offensively.
Sheldon outside. Ball's knocked loose. Shot clock at 5. Pass to Charles. Another miss, and they've really hit a rough patch. Well, Tina Charles has always had an impressive and versatile skill set, Brian.
Yeah, she's led the league both in scoring and rebounds before. She's a true double-double threat on any night and impacts the game in so many ways.
And yep, it's good.
An intimidating interior presence. Smith uses her toughness to get her way down low.
Allen with it. Looking for her first basket still in this one. Takes the 13-footer. Again, Tina Charles missing. The Lynx with the lead. Collier outside. Another shot. A chance there to push it to double digits, but it's off the mark. Here's Sheldon. Rebound by the Lynx.
Yeah, she tried to fight her way through traffic and just couldn't do
2 minutes remaining in the first. 2 minutes.
The offensive rebound. Collier gets the bucket.
Great to see her score inside. Collier is an all-around forward, capable of scoring in a variety of ways, including in the paint.
Now here's Allen. Sheldon outside. Outside Mabry. Shot to stop the drought. They grab their own miss. Charles. That shot off the mark. And now the Lynx fast break. Here's Smith. That falls. Great assist by Galen McBride.
Always looking for holes in the defense. It's McBride's recognition that allows her to slice up any defensive scheme.
Now here's Allen. The shot comes out. Courtney Williams with the defensive effort. To the right side. Jacks up a three. Minnesota gets it back. Here's Smith. The rebound by Charles.
I don't know if she was playing to the crowd, trying to make the highlight reel. I don't know. But there's no need for the fadeaway there.
Now Lisa Collier with some nice D. 6-second difference between the shot clock and the game clock. Pass to Williams. Smith outside. There's the three. Nailed from three-point line. Here's Mabry.
That's the end of the first quarter with the score.
First quarter concludes and a double-digit lead on the scoreboard.
The Connecticut Sun.
Leads ahead,
7.
up by 15. And the second quarter about to get started. We'll be back in a moment. And we'll see if we're in store for a more tightly contested quarter as we move into the second. And for the Lynx, this has been the game they wanted to have.
Not much room to operate on this one. A very tough D through one.
You know, they haven't given up a lot of easy chances at all.
And Connecticut has possession. Down by 15. Pass to Allen. Puts up the three. And Collier pulls it down. Now Heidemann. McBride. Smith outside. Down to 5 on the shot clock. Now McBride, defended by Sheldon. McBride misses. And Connecticut has possession. 15-point game. Pass to Sheldon. Now here is Charles, covered by Smith. Shoots. And it's good off the back rim and in. And we played through the first minute here in the second. Here's Heidemann. She's covered by Allen. Fires the three. Carlton's shot is off.
They had some botched coverage that turned into no coverage.
And when she's open like that, you don't see her miss that sort of look very often.
Now here's Allen. She hasn't yet put up any points in this one. Takes the three. Sheldon misses. Collier outside. Pass to McBride. Carlton. Here's Heidemann. She tries for three. Nelson Adota with the rebound. And they've been looking at a sink offensively.
They need a bucket in a big way here to regain some confidence.
Sheldon outside. Allen. Her fourth shot, her fourth miss. Still looking for mojo tonight. To the middle. That's all good. And that's the fifth basket of the game. She's shooting 5 for 11 now.
Oh, man. She is so good at making those lead passes.
Now here's Allen. Here's Sheldon. Here's Nelson Adota. And Carlton pulls it down. So the Lynx now. They lead by the biggest margin of the game, 15 points. The Sun on offense. They've only given up 2 points this quarter. Sheldon gets the bucket. And here in the second quarter, about 3 minutes played. Here's McBride. Rebound, Tina Charles. Sheldon outside. Pass to Allen. Here's Charles. Sheldon. Sinks the three-pointer.
Don't underestimate Charles's playmaking ability. She's capable of making some advanced passes.
Here's Heidemann. She's covered by Allen. And here's Collier. From 13.
Good. And she should thank the D for those 2 points. Nobody really paying much attention to her there.
And Connecticut has possession. Sheldon outside. Pass to Mabry. Now here's Charles. Here's Allen. And it's Collier with the rebound. Down low. Smith. And the rebound goes to the Sun. Now Allen. Quiet so far offensively, searching for the first points of the game.
And that's another dumb mistake. They're just on autopilot. I mean, they look totally dejected.
Here's Heidemann. The kick out to McBride. Collier, guarded by Charles. Collier outside. 4 on the shot clock. Over Charles. Collier can't get it to go. Outside Mabry. Pass to Nelson Adota. Here's Allen. Fires from the wing. And that's collected by Kayla McBride.
You know, you watch her, and you see her mechanics are totally out of whack right now. She's lost all feel for her shot.
It's not hard to tell. You know, just look at her numbers right now. Nothing is going down.
Timeout for the Sun.
Now a timeout called by Connecticut.
And we're close to reaching the 30th season of the WNBA. What a milestone.
And the stability we currently have is just so important to the league in this phase. Plus, it's continuing to grow.
Yeah, the W is on very solid ground. As we said, Tim, I think we just keep getting bigger.
Here's Connecticut. They've only given up 6 here in this quarter. Pass to Allen. Five to shoot. Rebounded by Nafisa Collier. And the layup is good after a nice lead pass.
An imaginative playmaker who plays inspired basketball. Smith cannot be stopped right now.
Pass to Charles. Nelson Adota. Now here's Allen. She's been patient so far. Nothing yet on the scoreboard. And the foul called on Collier.
Nafisa Collier.
That's her first foul of the game.
Personal foul. First team foul.
To stop the drought. And Mabry with the lay-in.
Mixing it up inside. Mabry might be under 6 feet, but her toughness showing there.
Here's Heidemann. She's covered by Allen. And here's Carlton. Right block shot. Here's Smith. The rebound by Charles. Allen with it. Nelson Adota. Outside Mabry. The layup off target. Here's Carlton. Mabry covering. Pass to McBride. Smith with it. Now Carlton. Now McBride. Beyond the arc. Second chance shot. No good at the rim. Here's Allen. No scoring yet from her, but that's likely to change. Charles. Pass to Sheldon. The three. And another three for Connecticut.
Perfect screen there. Set her up with a terrific look.
Yeah, but that's a bad job by the defender to not fight through that screen to contest.
You want to see more effort there.
Now here's Collier. She's got 12. Now Heidemann. From beyond the arc. Nelson Adota with the rebound. Outside Mabry. And with that one, the lead is trimmed to single digits.
Got to do more than that to stop Mabry. She knows how to absorb contact.
And here's Heidemann. Pass to Carlton. Buries the long-range jumper.
That's just a defensive breakdown. I mean, she is not the player you want to leave open from the perimeter.
Now here's Allen. Here's Nelson Adota. Doesn't go that time. Now Fisa Collier with some nice D. McBride with the ball. He's picked up by Charles.
Is it just me, or does it feel like she's gotten every rebound in this game?
No, it's not just you. And look, a 20-plus rebounding game just isn't something we get to see very often.
We just sit back and enjoy the show.
Absolutely.
Now here's Allen. She's been patient so far. Nothing yet on the scoreboard. Here's Mabry. Minnesota grabs the miss. At one point, they led by 16. To the wing on the left. To the paint. Carlton, guarded by Charles. Pass to Heidemann. Lets it go from deep. Offensive rebound. Count that one.
A tenacious rebounder. Smith's able to do that because of her height and heart.
And they could use a big shot here to get this offense going.
Yeah, too many empty possessions. I mean, it's simple. They need points.
Mabry misses.
Very close to making the defense pay for the lax coverage that time.
Not a great habit to get into, letting her get that wide open.
Now
2 minutes remaining in the first half. 2 minutes.
Pass to Smith. Back to McBride. Up again. Nelson Adota with the rebound. Sheldon outside. Out to the right wing. Charles in the post. Collier's there. Arena Mabry for three. Looking to end the drought. Here's Nelson Adota. Tough possession there. They stayed with it, but just couldn't make a shot. Collier gets the bucket.
How about that shot going in for Collier? Looked like the contact might disrupt her. Guess it didn't.
Now here's Allen. Not a lot of room. Nelson Adota, covered by Smith. Back to Sheldon. Minnesota grabs the miss. To the inside. Collier. That shot off. Good D by Tina Charles. And it would take a major comeback for them to get back into this one.
Yeah, I mean, the chances of that happening are extremely slim.
About 7 seconds separating the shot and game clock. They get it back. Collier. And she was fouled on the way up.
First personal foul. Such an energetic presence on the court. Keeping up with Collier is no easy task.
That's her first trip to the line.
2 shots.
Shooting 2.
And the first one falls for her. That one misses, so she goes 1 for 2. The Sun really having a tough go. Out of bounds. Out of bounds.
Minnesota ball.
Now here's Williams. She's covered by Allen. Outside Williams. Pass to Smith. She can't get that one to fall.
And terrific defense on the second quarter.
And you know they'll be worrying about her next time they take it inside, too. And really, that's what great defenders do.
And for the first half, a pretty lopsided affair. The Lynx on top, leading by 17. And we'll be back right after halftime to get the third quarter underway. Well, it's been a one-sided affair through the first 2 quarters, but there's plenty of time to mount a comeback. You know, Nafisa Collier has been exceptional here, guys.
Quite simply, she's been terrific. This is just what they need from her.
And a double-double in just one half of basketball? You can't ask for anything more as a coach, teammate, or fan.
And welcome back as we begin the second half. So far, not a tightly contested game, but anything can happen. Sheldon outside. Off target from three-point range. Now the Lynx with it. A 17-point lead, and it's their biggest.
A 5th overall pick in the 2024 draft, 5'10" guard, Jason Sheldon.
Yeah, she grew up and played basketball in the state of Ohio. And Sheldon went high in the draft because she can hit threes, run point, and is a very good point of attack defender.
Allen with it. She hasn't scored yet. That, I'm sure, will change. Charles, covered by Collier. Marina Mabry for three. They get the rebound. Now Lisa Collier with the block.
Have to be mindful of Collier on the board. Her ability to block shots makes life so much tougher for opponents.
And this is her first free throw of the game.
Olivia Nelson-Ododa. 2 shots.
Shooting 2.
And she makes the first.
When we talk about players that just flat out win, who comes to mind?
Well, give me Breanna Stewart. 4 titles in college and a couple more in the WNBA. Stewie knows how to do one thing, and that's get rings.
Yeah, Stewie is incredible, and she just wins, flat out. But I'm going to go with Chelsea Gray. 3 WNBA titles, including the last 2. She really helped Las Vegas and that core get over the hump.
Now Williams. Pass to McBride. Smith with it. Carlton. Mabry covering. Here's Carlton. Here's Collier. He shoots again. The rebound by Charles. And so here's Connecticut. They haven't given up any points here in the second half. Here's Allen. She hasn't yet put up any points in this one. The rebound by Courtney Williams. And they've built a very nice lead.
No signs of slowing down, at least as far as I can tell.
Remains Minnesota ball.
And we're about 1.5 minutes here into the second half. Pass to McBride. Smith outside. Carlton. Four on the clock. For 3, Kayla McBride. And the rebound goes to the Sun.
You can tell she thought that triple was going to fall.
She's just shaking her head after that miss.
Here's Mabry. That one doesn't drop. So the Lynx now. Searching for that first bucket here in the third.
Minnesota
And the foul call on
Nafisa Collier.
That'll
Second
be her
personal
second
foul.
foul of the
First
game.
team foul.
Buckets like that have been hard to come by. Not the most exciting games. Both sides look way off in their shooting.
Sometimes it only takes 1 or 2 buckets to get things going. Maybe we're getting ready to pump a little life into this one.
Man, I certainly hope so.
Now here's Sheldon. She's guarded closely. Pass to Allen. And here's Mabry. Out of bounds. Sun ball as Connecticut
Sun
keeps
ball.
possession. Sheldon outside. 3 on the clock. That falls nicely
Sheldon.
that time from
Assist
Lindsay
goes
Allen.
to Lindsay
And
Allen.
we're well into the third quarter, just over 2.5 minutes played. Pass to Smith. Carlton. And here's Williams. Inside. Shot clock at 6. Here's Smith. Nelson-Ododa with the rebound. They really want to find that igniter here.
That's right. Their offense is ground to a standstill.
Maybe you need to suit up, Tim. They need a spark. Now here's Allen. Still getting warmed up offensively. No buckets yet in the game for her. Right outside. Pass to Carlton. Williams. misses the three. Now here's Allen, covered by Collier. Now here's Allen. Outside Charles. From past the arc. Good on the three-point shot.
He might not be the top sharpshooter in this league, but that's not a shot that D can afford to give to her.
Collier outside. Pass to Carlton. Makes it off the glass. Now here's Allen. Now Nelson Adota. Sheldon with it. Charles no good. And a 3-on-3 fast break. Rebounded by the Sun. Now Allen. Pass to Sheldon. Mabry. And here's Nelson Adota. Covered by Collier. Just three to shoot. Here's Allen. They get it again. Nelson Adota misses from close range. And here are the Lynx now. The lead is 15. That shot by Collier, no good. Outside Mabry. Down low. Allen's shot is off. Now here's McBride. He's covered closely. And a missed layup. Outside Mabry. And Collier pulls it down.
If she can get to the rim, she'll usually turn it into points, but the defense stood tall there.
Here's Allen. Looking for her first basket still in this one. Pass to Sheldon. Floats one. Rebound by the Lynx. They led by as many as 18 points. Courtney Williams for three. Collier. She hangs in there. And
Timeout.
Second base bonus.
Give her credit. She was in perfect position to grab that rebound and get the putback.
And the Sun call time here. All right, I know you're both wildly unqualified, but I'm going to make you GMs for the day here. You go with a deep team or a top-heavy roster?
I'm going top-heavy. You need elite talent to win in this league, and multiple stars always help with that.
Yeah, I agree, and I'll throw in. The talent pool in this league is just so deep. They're the so-called depth players. They're still really good.
And so here's Connecticut, trailing by 17. Pass to Charles. Parks. Miller defending. Up top, Sheldon. She's got 12. Another miss, and they desperately need a bucket. It's Diamond Miller on the wing. And it's off from three-point range. And here's the Sun. And here's Parks. outside. Pass to Hartley. The 3 ball. It's hauled in by Smith. Outside Williams. Here's McBride. Now here's Shepard. And here's McBride. Good on the triple.
I love how McBride is unafraid of making mistakes, and she really just plays her game and then will live with the results.
And they've been struggling here offensively.
Bit of a dry spell for sure.
And it's blocked by Courtney Williams. And she gets it back. Pass to Parks. And again, Connecticut no good. And here are the Lynx now. Here's McBride. Here's the second effort. Can't get the layup. Now here's Sheldon. McBride covering. Sheldon right side. And nothing is falling right now for them. Pass to Miller. Lays it up and in off the nice reverse.
Well, you got to give it to Shepard. She keeps her eyes up and her options open.
Outside Charles. Sheldon. Parks. Miller defending. Sheldon outside. Pass to Parks. Shoots over Miller. And it's Parks missing. Now here's Miller. D right on her. Goes back up. Smith left side. And they have their chances. 2 offensive rebounds, but still come up empty. Here's Sheldon. McBride covering. That one goes. Count it.
She put that lead pass on a platter for her.
And this has been a one-sided affair.
Yeah, they've done a very nice job of extending their lead.
It's Diamond Miller on the wing. Smith inside. The fader. Nelson Adota with the rebound. Now Parks. Quiet so far offensively, searching for first points of the game. Pass to Hartley. Fires for 3. It's hauled in by the Lynx.
2 minutes remaining in the third. 2 minutes.
Williams with it. Defended by Sheldon. Outside Williams. And there's the call. It's going to be a screen.
Substitution for Minnesota.
The good idea, the right idea. Now the execution was not.
Yeah, you really want to set a hard screen, but you also want to make sure it's a legal one.
And after being the 2nd overall pick in the 2023 draft, Diamond Miller had a strong rookie season.
Yeah, she averaged over double digits and was really productive on the offensive side. Going forward, I'd say the sky is the limit for Miller.
Now here's Hartley. But they'll get another chance.
Nice hustle to get him a second look.
Back to Sheldon.
Just 5 on the clock. And again, no good by Connecticut. So the Lynx now. Pass to Williams. Out to the left wing. Heidemann. That 3 off the mark. The Sun on offense. Here's Sheldon. And she drops in the layup off glass. One item that stood out is their ball movement.
Things are definitely clicking, and more importantly, it's tough to defend.
Pass to Williams. Tries to snap the cold streak. The putback. Great positioning on the putback.
When you pair Shepard's length with her effort level, you end up with offensive rebounds like that.
They need a good offensive possession.
Yeah, it's been a long time without a bucket. Focus.
And this could get even more out of hand if they continue to put up points.
What a performance it's been.
Here's Williams. Lays it up and makes it in.
A natural scorer, Williams has a bunch of dribble moves she can unleash.
Hartley outside. Out to the wing. Here's Nelson Adota. Let's go with a three. And the release was before the buzzer.
That's the end of the third quarter with the score.
At the end of the third quarter, a huge lead. And this one may already have been decided.
32.
Leads ahead, delivering the blowout. And time for a short break. Stay right where you are. The fourth quarter is coming up next. Getting underway in the fourth quarter. That scoreboard tells the story in this matchup, but we'll see how much things can change. Williams with it. Collier outside. Peely. To the middle. And so she draws the foul on the shot. Trip to the line.
First personal foul. First team foul.
Allen.
At the line for your Minnesota Lynx, Natisha Heidemann. 2 shots.
Two shots. Relax on the first.
The first free throw is good. Both shots good from the strike. The Sun on offense. Up top, Allen. Mabry up top. To the paint. Allen's shot is off. So the Lynx now. They lead by 24, their biggest margin. Pass to Peely. And here's Shepard. Clock at 6. Fires it. Williams can't get it to go. A few possessions into the fourth quarter, just over 1 minute played. Here's Allen. Here's Nelson Adota. She's guarded by Shepard. Expanding her range. Rebounded by Nafisa Collier.
Those have been some terrible shot choices played. That was not good at all.
Pass to Williams. Healy. Mabry covering. Now Heidemann. A trade. Here's Collier. It's rebounded by Sheldon. Outside Mabry. Pass to Allen. Sheldon. Now Mabry. Healy defending. Looking to get back on track. And it's in after a nice bounce off the right iron.
Some impressive creativity from Mabry. Operating the pick and roll like a surgeon.
And here's Collier. The Sun pull it in.
That's the way you want to defend. Nice job there.
Always so important to have that strong interior defense.
Now here's Allen. outside Mabry. Here's the three. That falls.
Marina
nice
Mabry.
lead that time from Lindsay Allen.
You cannot give Mabry any breathing room from deep. She's an absolute sharpshooter.
Outside Williams. Over Sheldon. Oh, and that one had the right spin on it. It's good. And Connecticut has possession. Here in the fourth, they've only allowed just 4 points. Pass to Nelson Adota. A bit under 3.5 minutes have passed here in the fourth. Doesn't go for her. Now Heidemann. Outside Williams. To the inside. Here's Collier. The shot that time not on target. Great D that time from Tina Charles. Here's Mabry. The second chance effort. And Healy pulls it down. Here's Minnesota. Moving it up. And that one's good.
Good work in the transition game.
That's why when it's there, it's always a good idea to attack early before the defense even has the chance to set up.
Absolutely. So much easier to score in transition.
Marina Mabry for three. Marina Mabry missing again.
Yeah, and ever since halftime, she's been ice cold. Very little going her way out there.
Healy. Mabry covering. Pass to Williams. Now Heidemann. From deep. Kept alive. Shepard. The kick out to Williams. Here's Heidemann. Collier up top. Over Charles. Collier can't get it to go. And Connecticut has possession. Pass to Allen. Now Nelson Adota. Outside Mabry. Now here's Allen. To end the drought. And again, Connecticut no good. Down low. And that one's good. Collier.
That's where you like your shots to come from.
Here's Allen. Pass to Mabry. Three-pointer. It's hauled in by the link.
The defense has nothing to worry about out there with her shooting because she just can't dial it in from deep this half.
Here's Heidemann. Healy with it. And here's Heidemann. Tries a three. Bangs home the trifecta. And Connecticut has possession. And they're looking for some kind of spark here.
Yeah, full stretch offensively. They need a bucket.
To the wing, right side. Now here's Allen. Defense is right there. Just for a shoot. And again, Connecticut no good.
Well, you can see it in her eyes. She wanted to return the favor with that three, but she just couldn't get it to go.
Pass to Heidemann. Outside Williams. Now here's Shepard. Collier outside. Three-pointer. Here's Heidemann. It's rebounded by Sheldon. Out to the wing. Now here's Allen. Peely defending. Charles with the bucket.
Such a confident player. Charles enjoys rising and firing as soon as she catches the pass.
Outside Williams. Here's Heidemann. He's covered by Allen. The kick out to Williams. Back to Collier. Second shot opportunity. The Sun pull it in. Here's Allen. to Mabry. From outside the arc. Gets it to go from downtown.
That is Mabry's biggest value to this team. The ability to spot up, knock down shots.
Here's Collier. Now Heidemann. The kick out to Williams. Over Sheldon. Here's Shepard. And terrific work on the offensive glass as she picks up 2.
Showing off the muscle on that contact finish. Please tell me you didn't think a little contact would disrupt Shepard.
Now here's Allen. Sheldon outside. Nelson Adota. Back to Sheldon. And it's Courtney Williams with the rebound. Here's Shepard. Can't get it to fall. Sheldon with it. Pass to Allen. Outside Mabry. Puts up a 3. And it's Collier with the rebound.
Yeah, the great shooters, they know when they've got enough opening to go for the 3. I didn't think it was a bad choice there.
Yeah, not very good defensive coverage that time. The D got lucky.
And here's Shepard. And here's Heidemann. She's covered by Allen. And she comes up with the deuce.
He knows how to move the ball around the floor. Shepard is pretty good at finding her targets.
Sheldon outside. Pass to Mabry. Charles with it. Here's Allen. Outside Mabry.
Sub foul. Olivia Nelson. Second personal foul. First team foul. Substitution on the court.
And they're making this a runaway.
Yeah, the only question here for us to follow is how big the lead will eventually become.
Now Peely. Pass to Miller. Here's Heidemann. She's guarded by Hartley. Heidemann, no good. Hartley outside. Outside Mabry. Now here's Allen. Trying to get back on track. Doesn't get it to drop for her. Now here's Miller. Pass to Peely. Miller. Mabry covering. Here's McBride. 6 on the shot clock. They get it back. Shepard with it. Back to McBride. Outside Miller. Trying her luck from deep. It's held in by Parks. And here's the Sun. To the left wing. Now here's Hartley. She's guarded closely. Pass to Parks. Allen. Over McBride. Allen's shot is off. Here's Heidemann. It was a tale of 2 teams tonight, one in total control, operating flawlessly, and the other just searching for answers that they never found.
We'd like to thank everyone for coming out and supporting your team. Please make sure you get home safely, and we'll see you next game.
Really pour it on. It was fun to see that rhythm, the flow of the game. What a treat.
And that's a wrap, everyone.